everyone, so welcome back to the Beauty Warriors channel. If the light looks a little funky, I kind of have half outside light coming in because I'm sitting next to the doors. So anyways, welcome back to Beauty Warriors. This month we are doing the I Heart Matte Palette from Wet n Wild. This you can only get at Walgreens, and there was limited quantities that was sent out to each Walgreens. And this is a 8-pan palette of pure, well, supposed to be pure matte shades. I will get into when I say supposed to be in 1 minute. Well, at some point. I was going to do a look with this review, and towards the end, towards the date coming that I need to film, I just decided I was going to review because I have some issues with this palette. It is $4.99, and I'm not sure if the coupon is still valid, but Walgreens did have a coupon where you got $1 off any Wet n Wild product or all your Wet n Wild product, because when I bought this, I bought another palette and I got $1 off of each palette, so that is pretty cool. And the palettes were buy one get one half off, so look for Wet n Wild deals too. So for the ado, I will show you. So here's the one side. It's got a white, a green, a blue, and a really pretty purple. This side has a skin tone color, an apricot, is it picking up? A dark brown, and a black. I hope it's picking up. It looks really weird on my camera. So, and these are all pigmented. So, as you could tell, I know I say so a lot and I'm really sorry. As you can tell, my brown one is broken. Now what happened, literally, this will break with just a little bitty drop. All I did was slide off my counter into my sink and a chunk of the brown broke off, so just be careful. These are amazingly soft and they will break pretty easily. Another thing is these are all very pigmented, so don't think that they're not, but they are. They're insanely pigmented. See, there's the white one, the green, and this is just lightly tapping them too, so I'm not even tapping actually, I'm just lightly rubbing my finger across. And then there's the purple. So that's that side, and then we have the skin tone, the apricot shade, which you can't even really see on my finger. So, and then you have the brown, and then black. So the black is a very intense dark black. And I do want to say that with this palette, I do actually have to keep going to blow because these are so powdery, and when I put them on, I am wearing them today, but I quickly threw it on. I honestly didn't even blend it, because if you blend actually all of them, I found if you blend them too much, the color basically shears out. So you can wear these three right here, you can wear these either intense or you can wear them very sheer because they blend out extremely sheerly. So, and I'll show you an example with the green. If you can see the green, I'm not sure if my camera's picking it up because my mirror is like way far back there. If you can see it, how it's like basically got this huge dip in it. I've only used this green 3 times, and the first time I used it, actually all I did was swatch it the first time, and it was like crazy, almost gone. So that's just lightly putting my finger over, and I'll show you. See how it's pretty intense there, and then you rub, and it's not as intense, so you can shear them out, which is pretty good, because yeah, and I do own other matte drugstore shadows, not by Wet n Wild, but I do have them by Sonia Kashuk, and those are actually extremely pigmented and they don't shear out as easily. But I really honestly had crazy high hopes for this palette, just because I was so excited for, you know, an 8-pan palette for $4.99 of really beautiful shades. But I'm really not impressed. And to what I was saying to semi-matte, my camera's not going to pick it up, but this purple right down here has shimmer in it. And it doesn't always show up when you use it, but it does have shimmer. So saying that this is a completely matte palette, then putting very fine shimmer in it kind of defeats the purpose. I'm not sure if they purposefully did that or if they were trying to trick everyone. And it's not like just shimmer over the top, it's like all the way through the whole thing. So that's kind of a bummer. Sorry, I was blowing all the extra powder off, because these really, you're gonna have to be careful with them because they're so powdery. When I was putting them on the other day, because I was practicing a look for tutorial, I had to literally, you have to tap the brush off if you want to, or it does create a fallout under your eyes, because I did have quite a bit of fallout. And what was I gonna say? Brain fart. I need a little chirping music. Oh, when I put my brush down to use it, there was so much powder inside the brush. When I put it down, there was just like a pff of powder all over the top where I put my makeup. There was just blue powder, blue and green powder everywhere. It was so bad. So I had to clean that up. And it's just like, it's really a big hassle. So I'm not saying this is a bad palette, because I do like it. I just honestly wouldn't repurchase this, because I really just, if you really want some good, if you really want some good matte shades, these are really good. But if I would have watched the reviews on this, I probably would have been like, I'm not gonna get it, just because, you know, this green is not gonna last you a very long time. Just because, you know, using it a couple times, I've already got this huge dip in it, and probably almost to pan, and I've only used it a few times, and I don't even dip it in that one spot. I run my brush over the whole thing. I'll go like this with my brush. But I don't know, and I've never used this white before, so that's such an intense white that all I've ever done is swatch it. So well, I don't know. I mean, I'll continue using it. I'm not gonna let it sit and go to waste, because that would be pretty stupid. But, and I don't even think any of these have colored names on them, honestly, because people have been naming them, but I don't know what the names are. I don't know. And on the back, it's the color icon. It's from the color icon, and it has this little diagram, and it's basically like you know, paint by the numbers. And it tells you, you know, 1 is brow bone, 2 is the eyelid, 3 is crease, and then 4 is the definer. And it tells you where to put each one of them, and so that's not bad. And then the colors on the back, where it shows you like what colors you get, literally, that's not even, because they're right here, that's not even true to color at all, because that white looks more of a cream color, and it's like an intense white. It's like, so. And then, yeah, I don't know. And it tells you, like, if you want to do a sweet look, just use number 1, which is the brown bone color. So it's one of these two if you want to do a sweet look. And then flirty, and a flirty look is used 1 and 2. Then dramatic is 1, 2, and 3. And then a wild look or extravagant look is to use, you know, all four colors instead of like 3. So a sweet look, use 1 of the top one, or just 1, but it's saying to use 1 or 2, which are the top 2. And then if you want a flirty look, use, you know, the next 2. And then if you want a dramatic look, use 1, 2, and 3. And then if you want a wild look, use all 4. So, I mean, that's not bad. It's pretty neat, but I don't know. I'm just really not impressed with this one. I do have some other Wet n Wild palettes that I have that I'm not impressed with. I may have just gotten ones, but because everybody else has the same ones and theirs are so pigmented and mine are so hard, and like, that's another video. But what was I gonna say? Oh, this is limited edition, so if you do want to happen to find this one, if you do happen to want to find this palette, you are going to have to look around for it, because your Walgreens might not have it. Whoa, it just got bright in here. So, and this is not sold, to the best of my knowledge, overseas, because I know quite a few people overseas that cannot get a hold of this. So if you do happen to want this palette and you do live overseas and you can't get it, find someone who's willing to, you know, do a swap with you and have them, you know, send this to you or something, because I know that. Let's see if we can get through the rest of this without the video cutting off. I know a lot of people overseas that have actually had to do swaps. They didn't have to do swaps, but actually had to have this sent to them. And even people in the United States, over here in the States, even had to have this sent to them because they could not find it anywhere. I know one of my Walgreens only got 3 palettes in when this first came out. They only got 3. So you're just gonna have to really look around at your Walgreens to find them, or any of the other holiday any of the holiday palettes. I'm not sure if actually CVS doesn't have them because I've looked. So Walgreens Exclusive palette, and so that basically is my review on the Wet n Wild I Heart Matte palette. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry if there's a weird clicking. I'm really sorry. It's a new camera and I don't know why it's clicking. I really don't. So if there's any other weird things, if you notice any weird things in the video, let me know besides the clicking, because I can hear it clicking when I watch the video back. So I hope you guys enjoy this palette. If you've used it and you know you want to do a look, or you want to share your review, put it down in the comments below, or I would love to see your video response to what you guys think about this I Heart Matte palette. And I would love to see your video responses or just comments on this bad boy right here. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.